We are seeing more and more aircraft models of the A350 in scale 1 to 500, and now we also have one of Iberia. Hello and welcome to a new episode of Review. Today we will take a closer look at an Airbus A350-900 from Iberia. At the front of the box we have the cutout so we can get a glimpse of the aircraft inside, and we have the Iberia branding on top. Then on the back side of the box we have a very nice image of the aircraft itself, and we are provided with a web link by Herpa where we can get more information. And here she is, the Airbus A350-900 from Iberia in the current livery of the airline. Now, with no further ado, let's take a closer look at some of the many details this aircraft model has to offer. And we start off with the tail section of the aircraft. Here we can see on the vertical stabilizer we have the Iberia branding. On the fuselage we then find the crest of the Royal Court of Spain. We also have the Spanish flag and the full registration code of the aircraft. And of course, we also have the addition of the SAT dome. Along the fuselage in the front, we have the writing of Iberia. Underneath that, we find the aircraft type specification. We also have the One World logo, as Iberia is a member of the One World Airline Alliance. Underneath the cockpit windows, we find the name of the aircraft, and of course the cockpit windows, very recognizable with the black coloring around them, and we do also have the window wipers printed on. On the other side, we can see just above the cockpit windows, we also have the emergency hatch for the cockpit. The engine nacelles have been kept in all white, but do carry the Iberia branding. They are quite nicely detailed. If you look here at the back side, I think that looks pretty decent, and of course if you look into the front, we can see the engine fan blades as well. Then also worth taking a look are the wings on the Airbus A350. They do have a few nice details here. If you look at the top side of the wing, we can see, for example, the marking as to where to walk on the wing. And we, of course, also have the different flaps, slats and spoilers carved out very nicely indeed. Also, the underside looks pretty decent, where we find the full registration code of the aircraft once again. My highlight on the wings, however, are the winglets, very nicely curved and rounded, and do also have the Iberia branding on them once again. I think that looks really nice. Then we should also take a look at the landing gear. I generally actually quite like the landing gear on this aircraft model, but I'm not so convinced about the distance between the wheel sets on the main landing gear underneath the wing. I think that is looking a little bit unrealistic. The front landing gear looks great, but could have a few markings here and there. And then last but not least, we do have the doors to the cargo compartments printed on here, the back side of the aircraft, and here at the front side of the aircraft. So there we have it, the Airbus A350-900 in the current livery of Iberia. I think it is a great model. The print quality is excellent and the physical details are also of a high standard. I think the only real thing I can point out is, as I mentioned, the main landing gear, that the wheel sets are a bit too far off each other. But honestly, that's not a specific problem with this aircraft model, but all A350-900s from Herpa Wings in scale 1 to 500. So I think it is worth having in one's collection, and it is nice to see more and more airlines represented on the A350. Now, if you have enjoyed this video, then do feel free to leave a like, that would be very nice. And if you're new around here, why not hit subscribe? That way you won't miss out on any future reviews. Now, until next time, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.